Amber Green from Louisville Public Library. Today we're going to be doing some crafting, but I wanted to let you know we're going to have a grab bag the first Monday of every month. It's going to be related to the craft. There'll be supplies in there for you, and it will correspond with that Saturday's video. So this will be once a month, the first Monday of the month. Also, if you could leave a comment, we'd really appreciate it. It truly helps the library. Just let us know how many people are watching at home and if there's anything else you'd like me to do in the crafting videos or different crafts you'd like to see. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so our craft today is going to be these super easy and simple bookmarks. You can put them in a notebook, in a book, anything you like. I have here one made using a button and a paper clip. So paper clip is the main thing you'll need. This is just a little like jewel. I've got one here with some yarn. You can also use ribbon. And then I also have one with a seashell. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so let's go over what you're going to need today. So we'll need at least one paper clip. Of course, to make one bookmark, you could make several. Like I made here, these 4 different ones that I made. So you'll need your paper clips, and then you'll need some sort of object to put on your little bookmark. So I have some buttons here. These are more masculine than the ones, these are, got like the heart and the jewel. So an option for something a little bit less, pink and glitter would be like a button. This one is like a dark kind of maroon. And there's one here, I like this one a lot. It's kind of almost like a tortoiseshell look to it. And then there's just a gold button. And then a green one. So that's just an idea for that. And then also, if you have yarn or ribbon, you could of course do any color you like. I have this blue. On this one I did kind of the white with the red, thinking about like Valentine's Day. That's why I did those colors. But you could of course do any color you like, and it doesn't have to be yarn. It could just be like string. And then I do have, just to show you, there's a little ladybug. So if you have something like this, just like a little object, doesn't necessarily have to be a button, but that would also work. So you could really use tons of different stuff. What I like about this is something you can make with just stuff you have at home. So as long as you have paper clips, some glue, and some sort of object, you can make this. Okay, so to get started, now an extra thing you don't necessarily have to have, but it is nice to have, is some sort of felt. So I just chose this color, any color would work. This is just to put behind your object. Say I put it on the back. It just kind of, it looks a little nicer than just leaving the glue. And also I feel like it just kind of adds an extra layer because you're putting glue onto that felt and then gluing it on. I just feel like it makes this even stronger and less likely for this to come apart. So if you do have felt, you can go ahead and use that. If you have something similar, you could use that. It doesn't have to necessarily be felt. And of course, you'll need scissors to cut out your felt. As far as the glue goes, the best glue to use will be the hot glue because it's going to dry super fast and it's pretty strong for something like this because the objects that we're using are not super heavy. I wouldn't recommend using something that was super heavy. It's just not going to work as well. So for this one, I think I will choose this button, that kind of tortoiseshell-y button there, and I'll show you how we do this. So I'm going to take my little square felt that I've just cut out, and I'm going to, when you have your paper clip, make sure that you, of course, have the part that you're going to be, putting into your book, your paper, like in your notebook. You want this side open. You do not want to glue anything to this side, this bottom part. You want it to be the top. So I'm just going to lay that down onto my felt. That'll just help you with just, applying your glue. Again, if you don't have felt, you don't have anything like felt, you could just set this down like on a piece of paper or a table that you don't mind getting some glue on. But make sure you, of course, have something in between glue and a table if it's, not like an old table that you don't want to get glue on. All right, so once you have your hot glue, you're just going to take some and put it onto the felt. Again, this is if you have the felt. If you don't, you could just put it directly onto your object, but I'm going to be using the felt. So I'm just going to put some glue down and then stick it to that felt, kind of in the middle. And then I'm going to put the glue onto this button. Just kind of a generous amount. You don't want too much, but you want enough that it's really gonna stick. And then I'm just gonna stick that down to the top of my paper clip. Some of that came out through the little buttonholes, that's all right, not a big deal. So if you've done kind of what I've done, it'll look something like this, and we're gonna cut the excess felt off. So just give this a couple seconds to dry before you actually do any cutting. Okay, so I should be good. So now I'm just gonna take my scissors and carefully just cut the felt that you can see, because you don't wanna see the felt on the front. You just wanna see your button. The felt is really, again, just to help us add an extra layer of protection, and then just to have something on the back to just look a little bit nicer than just having the glue showing. So that's what that looks like. And again, you can just kind of put it in whatever you're using, just to kind of have that extra little bit, just to make it a little easier to open and get to where your page is. Then you can also do, like I said, some string. So you would just, cut your string however long you would like it. And then what I just did is strung it through, again, the top, not the bottom where you're going to be putting your paper clip in, but just the top. And then I just tied a knot. You could do a bow, something a little fancier than just the knot, if you like. And then of course you can do what I did with the other one, this one with the red and the white, and just you could do several colors. You could do like 5 colors. Yeah, for this one. This one's a little bit longer, so I put this kind of like near the front there, and then like that. And then of course, because you have these, you can also put that to another page. So it's kind of like a double. Okay, well I really hope you enjoyed. This one is super easy and quick. And if you make any creations, please share it with us on the comments of this video or on our Facebook page. Thanks. Thanks for watching our video today. Join us again next week and every week on Saturdays for a crafting video. Also, again, there'll be a grab bag once a month on Mondays, the first Monday of the month, corresponding with that Saturday's craft. Again, please leave us a comment in this video. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us a bunch. And don't forget to stay safe out there.